So today I'm reading a story about a lion who actually needs help from a tiny little mouse. How can a lion, the king of the jungle, need help from a tiny little mouse? Well, let's find out in the story of The Lion and the Mouse. Aesop's Fables, The Lion and the Mouse, retold and illustrated by Percy. One day, a tiny mouse was rushing through the forest. She carried an ear of wheat. It was going to be a nice meal for her children. The mouse hurried to get home, for her children were all alone, but she was also very tired. Just then, she came to a soft brown tree stump. It looked very comfortable. A rest won't hurt, she thought. The mouse yawned and settled down for a quick nap. Suddenly, the mouse heard a terrible roar. The stump shifted and shook. The mouse realized that she had not been sleeping on a stump at all, but on a lion's paw. The lion lifted the mouse to his huge mouth and smacked his lips hungrily. "Please don't hurt me," cried the mouse. "I'd be such a tiny meal for you, only a small mouthful. My poor children will wonder where I am if I don't come home soon. Please spare me." The lion stared. "You never know," the mouse added. "I might be able to help you one day." To her surprise, the lion burst into laughter. "How could a tiny mouse like you help a huge lion like me?" Still laughing, the lion gently put the mouse on the ground. "I can't see how you will ever be able to help me," he smiled. "But since you made me laugh, you may go free." The lion was still laughing as the mouse disappeared into the forest. A few days later, the lion was roaming through the forest when all of a sudden, whoosh! A hunter's net fell on top of him. The lion twisted and struggled. He pulled and he kicked. He scratched and tore. But no matter what he did, he could not get free. He was trapped. The lion raised his head and roared with anger. Far away, the little mouse was busy at her home at the edge of the forest. She heard the lion's angry roars. Right away, she rushed to find him. She scampered over mossy rocks and tripped on fallen branches. She ran as fast as she could until she reached the spot where the lion lay. Without stopping to think, the little mouse climbed up onto the lion's back and she began to chew on the net's thick ropes. The little mouse chewed all night. At last, the net fell apart. The lion crawled out. He stretched his legs and shook his mane with happiness. He was free. "Thank you, little one," said the lion gracefully. "You have saved my life, but why did you bother to help me?" The little mouse replied, "You were kind to me. Now I had the chance to be kind and help you. A good deed should always be returned." The moral of the story is, a good deed should be returned. So this story can teach us that it doesn't matter how big or how small we are, like the little mouse and the lion, that we all can affect each other's lives in positive ways with even the smallest, simplest acts of kindness. So you never know how you can inspire others and change others' lives by the smallest kind things that we do. So guys, if you really enjoyed this story today, click that subscribe button so you can join my story garden so you'll know the next time I read you a new story with a new lesson. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time, guys.